This game is almost over at Lambeau Field. The Green Bay Packers are smashing the San Francisco 49ers. An easy win by the Packers today. And I don't want to be the one that jumps on and off bandwagons, okay? Because I don't like those types of people, especially those in my position where you are paid to have an opinion and you should be thorough and convicted in the opinion unless overwhelming evidence mounts to the contrary. And then you're allowed to change. I picked the Packers to go to the Super Bowl before the season. And every step of the way, I have been punched in the gut in believing in them. And it crescendoed last week when they needed the block field goal at Soldier Field just to get past the listless Bears. And I just couldn't take it with Jordan Love's bad decision-making, errant throws, and this very uninspired Packers effort. And I said, Jordan Love's going to have to grow up quickly. Because if the Packers are supposed to be a contender, it has to be better right now. And today, it was much better. It was much better by all parties. Much, much better. And I know the Niners were without Brock Purdy. And so you put Brandon Allen out there, you put him at Lambeau Field, and you know what? The Packers should win that game. They should. And they did. But I'm here to tell you, do not give up on the Green Bay Packers just yet. I haven't, and I refuse to do so. And I'll give you evidence of how. This morning on the Sunday NFL Tailgate Show, okay, we asked the question. I asked this to Robert Turbin, my co-host, who's going to join me here shortly. Who's the number one challenger to the Lions of the NFC? And he said, it's the Philadelphia Eagles or the San Francisco 49ers if they get healthy. And I said, I hear you on the Eagles, but I'm scratching off the Niners because I'm not waiting for that bus anymore. I'm not waiting for the 49ers to somehow get healthy at some point of the season because I've been waiting for that. We've all been waiting for that. And it's damn now Thanksgiving, and I'm not waiting any longer. Okay, now Brock Purdy's out, and so that's going to be kind of a constant source of watching. I'm not waiting for that. The Green Bay Packers. The Packers. And I know they got punched in the mouth in the rain a couple of weeks ago at Lambeau by the Lions. And I know the Packers have had a number of what are you doing efforts this season. But I'm still here to tell you, and I said this morning on NFL radio, my buddy Turbo can attest to this, and listeners as well. I said, I might be the only one in America still believing in the Packers. And he said, yeah, you are, DA. And I said, but I still believe that they've got the pieces to do it. I believe in the coaching staff. I believe in the defense. They've got a great running back in Josh Jacobs. They have a tremendous couple of young wide receivers. And if the quarterback plays consistent football, they can win big games. And I said, the key against the 49ers is you're playing a backup QB. Don't give away possessions. Don't give away possessions, and you should be fine. You should outscore a Brandon Allen-led Niners offense. They didn't. He didn't turn the football over in stupid spots. They poured it on. They were up early. And then even in the second half, when they were a little bit on the ropes because the Niners started moving the football, they counterpunched. Believe it. The Packers, if they put it all together, and that's a big if, but they still have the pieces to challenge the Lions. They still do. Today, a good step forward with a shellacking of the San Francisco 49ers. This morning, I said, who's the biggest challenger to the Lions? And you said, well, it's the Eagles and it's the Niners, if the Niners can get healthy.
If healthy.
And I know. I said, if healthy. And I said, I'm not waiting for the healthy Niners bus. I'm not waiting for it anymore. It's the Eagles. And I said, I might be the only guy in America that says this, but it's also the Packers. And you said, yes, you're the only guy in America that says that, DA, the Packers. You're the only guy. Do you feel a little bit like coming on my side of the bus now after today's devastation of the Niners?
No, I don't. Okay. The Niners were dismantled. All right. No Nick Bosa on defense. No Trent Williams at left tackle.
Right.
I mean, Ayuk's out for the year. No starting quarterback. I mean, how inaccurate was Brandon Allen today? I mean, he had some good
Terrible.
performances, but for the most part, he was missing his guys high, overthrowing his targets. There was just no consistency, in the game. And then even your stars then start to make mistakes. You see the fumble by Christian McCaffrey. So the Green Bay Packers did what they were supposed to do. They did what they were supposed to do against a dismantled 49er team. Had the 49ers been healthy, I don't know if the result would have been the same as what we saw tonight. But the positive thing about the Packers is this: when a team is down and you're supposed to win big like this and do it, that's a good indication for your team.
Could we get to the playoffs and you come around to my side and say, well, you know what? Okay, the Packers are one of the best challengers to the NFC. Is there a pathway for you to get there with Green Bay?
I maybe, if Jordan Love can go on a streak or a run or find some consistency as it pertains to protecting the football. I mean, there was a lot of close calls in tonight's. The 49ers still were able to get to the football, man. That's been the theme for the Packers. You just can't have those in the playoffs, man. That level of mistakes it's thin. I mean, it gets razor sharp once you get in the playoff time, man. You get away with it in the regular season, but not in the playoffs. I'm concerned about that.